All right, welcome back to Burning Rubber Garage. Today I've got a really fun video for you. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. It's something I've wanted to snag for a while. I just happened to be coming up from Atlanta, Georgia, saw it off to the side of the road, stopped in, guy only wanted a couple $100, so I snagged it. I don't have a lot of details on it. I'm still looking into it, but it should be a really fun find. I'm gonna go ahead and show you what it is. It's a go-kart. You cannot beat a go-kart out in these parts. This one's pretty nice. It's a two-seater. I do fit. I've already made an upgrade, and I'll show you that in another video. I upgraded the spark plug to an E3. I've got it. It does not run. That is the downfall of this go-kart. It does have the Honda Gx160. It's a 5.5 horsepower. We got a 20 series torque converter. It does not run, and I think part of it is they have a switch over here for on and off that is not wired anywhere. So with that being said, probably going to have to wire that up. They do have the switch over here on the front that is not wired up. So either I'll wire that back up or wire that switch up. Whatever it is, it's not really set up to work, unfortunately. That part really sucks. But what I plan on doing here, a basic tune-up, and I'll show you guys that in another video. I'm going to clean the carburetor, change the plug, and I'll show you that. And then I'll start getting into an exhaust, intake, and a bigger jet for the carb, just see if we can get a little more power. Then we can potentially look at messing with the governor if we want to, seeing if the throttle screw's still in, if we can get a little more throttle out of it. Just some odds and ends, kind of like we did with this bike over here. Those of you who like the Coleman videos I plan on doing a 1-year update just to kind of give you some of the pros and cons of this bike after having it for a year. And it's been a year with all the upgrades on it. You can see we got a lot of grass in there. I tried to clean it up a little bit, but we've actually been out riding this thing quite a bit. It's fun, but I think a go-kart would be a lot more fun. And when I found this one, I thought, hey, why not? So let's go ahead and go around the go-kart, see what you guys think. Some of you may be able to tell me what make this is. I have not been able to find it yet, but I will. I do plan on painting it, putting new tires on it, and then some performance mods there. Seat's pretty good, probably clean it up, might even recover it. The one thing I really don't like is this this bolt holding on the license plate right there. That's looks like it's just gonna stab you in the head. So you got your tires here. The fronts aren't bad. They're not super amazing. It's got quite a bit of toe in. They are just a standard turf tire. I believe that's 16 by 6 on a 6-inch rim. The rears there, that one's still got some life. Seems like this side took a lot more of a beating. So this one's got a big old gash in the tire right there. We'll run it till it breaks and then buy some new ones. They've hit a bunch of stuff and it's just kind of tread rot. This is an 18 by 9.5 on an 8-inch rim. Again, we got that GSX engine. Compression feels good. I did put fresh gas in it. I happened to pass a gas station with 100% gasoline, no ethanol in it, which is awesome. Like I said in the comments down below, let me know if you know what make this is. It does have a 20 series torque converter. Brakes need some work. They don't really want to stop the car, and I was just out pushing it, so we'll adjust those, see if we can't get those to grab a little bit better, and eventually we'll probably end up replacing those. But one of the goals with this project would be to kind of shoot it out against the Coleman, because I mean, if you've got, I think you can get the Coleman this last Labor Day weekend. It was like $500. It was for the camo one, but it's still $500 versus, I'm into this, let's just say $200 to start. I've already got a $7 spark plug. You really can't count gas. I'm sure by the time we get tires, there'll be another $100. By the time we do paint, little odds and ends like that, I have a feeling they'll both be right around $500. You can't, I guess you can ride double on the Coleman over here, but it's not probably ideal. This has no suspension, that has no suspension. It should still be a really fun project to play on, at least. I think when we paint it, and I'm not going to give away the color yet, it should look really good. I'm hoping to get a couple different colors on this. It does have adjustable seat, which is awesome. Your adjuster's right there. It'll go up quite a bit. Steering looks in pretty good shape. I mean, everything, even the welds, everything looks really good. You got a little bit of wear right here, but it's not rusted through. Looks like you could put some lights up there, or it may have had lights at one time. It's a really solid little go-kart. One other reason why we can't actually, even if it did run the engine, we couldn't take it out. We're missing the belt, so we're going to get that. I've got one ordered already. I had it ordered, oh geez, was it the night of or the day after? I thought Tractor Supply'd have a belt. The belt they have isn't big enough. I think this is the way this one's set up. One thing you'll want to do, let's see if I can get you over here. If you have one of these, you want to measure from here, the center of here, to over here, and then you want to measure this wheel right here. I've got a 7-inch wheel, and I think I was not around 9 1/4 or 9 and was it 3/16 in here. And you can get online and it'll kind of tell you, hey, you need this belt. Hey, you need this belt. Look for a belt this length. I'm sure I could have found an automotive belt that would have worked, but it just wasn't in the cards for right now. It does have seat belts on here. You'll also be able to look online. Some of them will have an angle in, some of them will have a flat, and that'll kind of vary which one you got. 30 has one side's flat, one side angles in. 20 and 40 series converters have the two on the side, and it's pretty cool. If you once I get this running, I'll show you. Once you start to give it gas, this speeds up, catches and engage, and then slides in, and that's what grips the belt and then starts to spin this, which then in turn spins the go-kart. So it should be a lot of fun. Everything on it looked pretty good. I mean, for $200, it's really hard to argue what I got here. I looked online, and just this engine on Amazon was like $350. I know you can probably find it cheaper, but just that alone, and then you got the converter and all that kind of stuff. I wish the tires were in better shape, but the frame, I think between the motor and the frame alone, I think I got a pretty good deal here. So sorry about that. Camera's wigging out a little bit. I think I got a pretty good deal. So this looks like an automotive style seatbelt, nothing too crazy. Again, yeah, this should be a fun little project. We'll do a top speed run with it. I just kind of wanted to introduce it to the channel and then see if anybody out there knew what make it was. Give you a last little walk around it. We'll paint the rims after we take some of the rust off of some of them. Should be good. Guesses down below if you like these type of videos. With the performance mods on that one and with the performance mods on this one, which one do you think is going to cruise faster? My money's on the Coleman. Just saying, I think. But this should be a pretty quick little engine. It's only 5.5 horsepower, so it's already in the hole, and I bet this go-kart weighs more than that Coleman. So hopefully you'll stay tuned for that. We also got to name it. Maybe it'll come to me. I'm just still not 100% sure what color I want to paint it, but it should be a lot of fun. So come along for the ride. If you like this type of video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, well, wait for the next one. We'll do something different probably. But if you can, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. Hit the little bell down below. It really helps the channel grow, which is what I'm looking to do. I think our next step is 2,000 subscribers. We're working there. So thanks for everybody who subscribed. Thanks for everybody who watches and comments on the video. This is going to be a really fun project. We'll see you on the next one.